afternoon baseball coming up from U.S. Cellular Field. It's Interleague Baseball. Next on the show. MLB The Show is proud to welcome you to another edition of Major League Baseball. Today, Interleague Baseball on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian, happy to be with you here for this one. As always, I'm joined by big league veterans Dave Campbell and Eric Karros. We'll hear from the guys in just a moment. But before we do, let's check out our starting lineup here. It's presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And their matchup will be a tough one as they're set to face the former Cy Young Award winner, right-hander Jake Peavy. Behind him, the White Sox defensively will line up like this. Drew Stubbs will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today. Underway on the south side as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 107.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Very nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees at game time. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2.
And when a guy like this lets two go in a row, you know he's looking for something else.
And that misses 2-2. Now a fair ball chopped up the line to first. And Konerko takes it over to first himself for the out.
That's as easy as it gets right there. A simple ground ball to the first baseman to handle himself, and that keeps the leadoff man off base to begin the game.
So one away now for Brandon Phillips. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And that's right where that thing is most effective, in on the hands.
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
And perhaps most amazing about this at bat is he's got it to 1-2 without even going to the fastball yet.
Jake ready. Here's the 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
And when you're facing a pitcher like this, a first-inning run could be huge, so they'll look to do all they can to get this guy around.
Joey Votto will stand in now, and be careful here. This is the National League's reigning MVP. Too low, 1-0. Swing hard liner to left center. And Votto reaches. He's got a base hit. The throw to third. A tag by Tien, and they got him at third base.
Yeah, trying to get aggressive and take third on the single, but that's going to prove to be a bad decision as they wind up gunning him down.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and here comes Roland. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And this is on the outside corner, or thereabouts at least. It's 1-1.
Well, this won't be a 4-hour game with a strike zone like that.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Votto, the runner at first, the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. And a tough slider there as he grounds it foul. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ballgame. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the White Sox as shown on your screen. Again, brought to us by State Farm. They'll go to work against a guy who finished second in the National League in strikeouts in the 2008 campaign, the hard-throwing right-hander Edinson Volquez. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. Juan Pierre will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. And this ball's hit foul for the first strike. And as we take a look at this White Sox ball club, there are a lot of question marks heading into 2011.
Yeah, I mean, they had to really look in the mirror this offseason and figure it out. Who was going to stay, who was going to go, who was going to play where. But the thing with the White Sox is they always seem to have a lot of options, and they've got a pretty talented roster top to bottom, so I think they'll contend again this year.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
And that's a good two-strike pitch there, as now it might be just to set up something away.
And now a pitch on the way. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone. So the first man set down in the inning now for Gordon Beckham. Here's the ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line. And this will stay fair. Home run. A solo shot here off the bat of Gordon Beckham. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, he got out in front of this quite a bit. Now, I didn't know if it was going to stay fair, but you'll see here, this ball just barely hooks inside that foul pole.
Alex Rios will get his first shot at it here. First offering on the way. Fouled back. Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off for ball one. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Two and two now.
Boy, he's seen the kitchen sink here in this first at bat.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, I'm sure he'll say the damage is already done after serving up the lead, but, you know, that's good fortitude to come back with a punch-out. He needed that.
Paul Konerko will get his first opportunity now. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
He's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Bruce is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. White Sox get one here on the home run by Gordon Beckham. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Johnny Gomes will get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce. First pitch on the way. And Peavy starts the at-bat with a sharp slider there. Good for strike one.
Boy, tough pitch right out of the chute in this at-bat.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Good eye there from Gomes as the count goes to 1-2.
And he's probably saying, you're not going to call that one a strike also, are you?
The pitch. Ball 2.
Boy, and that never even threatened the strike zone. You have at least got to make him sweat a little.
And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So one away in the inning, and here's Jay Bruce. Now here's the first pitch. And oh my gracious, where did that pitch miss? It's called ball 1.
Boy, the difference between starting out 0-1 or up 1-0 is huge in a hitter's eyes. He caught a break there.
Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. Inside and low, 2-1. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at shortstop. Taken there by Ramirez. On to first, and Peavy sets down the first 2 easily here.
Yeah, keeping him busy out there at short this inning, but he won't mind that one bit.
Fred Lewis will take his cuts now. Now here it comes. Fouled back. And there's ball 1. Called strike two as he's pounding the knees here.
Yeah, and that fastball showing plenty of life to it in these first couple of innings.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Boy, and a nice inning on the mound for Jake Peavy. Still working on a 1-0 lead. Adam Dunn will stand in to get things going for the White Sox, and he'll have Carlos Quentin behind to follow. Now the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
And with the overshift on here, Roland will be asked to cover the entire left side of the infield.
A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well.
Well, if he went down to go after that last pitch, why not throw the same pitch in the same spot? Bit more prudent this time, though.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Pretty tough duty trying to get around on that pitch.
One-two pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Under it is Stubbs, and that's the first out of the inning. One away in the inning now, and that'll bring in Carlos Quentin. Goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And he'll scale the wall here. And did he catch this? He did.
We're going to need to take a look at this one again. This ball's ticketed for home run land, but look as he gets up and takes it away. Oh, doctor, what a play.
Alexi Ramirez will dig in now, the winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And a lot of guys like to look at a pitch in their first at bat, but that was a location he could have done some damage with.
Here's the pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. 1-0 good guys as we play inning number 2. And the fastball from Volquez is hit toward Phillips at second base. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the White Sox 1 and the Reds 0. Ramon Hernandez is ready to go here as we begin the third. And there's the good fastball from Peavy as Jake gets ahead here 0-1.
And he'll be effective if he can keep that fastball down there.
Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. And Canerco's able to look this one in for the first out.
And early on here, we're not seeing a lot of solid contact so far. They're putting the ball in play, but not with a lot of conviction, as illustrated by this pop-up.
Paul Janisch will be the batter. Now the first pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. At the knees, ruled a ball. It's 1-1 now. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And he is just in complete control out there.
Now here's the pitch. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. And this will be taken in here by Beckham for the second out.
He gets another easy pop-up there, and this is just turning into a walk in the park. It's been a pretty stress-free outing for him so far.
Drew Stubbs will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike one.
Boy, he's just sailing along now.
And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 2 now. And this is fouled back and out of play. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. A.J. Pierzynski makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And let's see if he makes him throw a strike here.
Now a swing and a ball grounded foul off to the right side. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Now the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed as Pierzynski set down for the first down of the inning.
He's been able to bounce back strongly after that first inning home run, and he's set down 6 in a row now since then.
Leadoff man retired here for Martian. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
1-0 on the way. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
A little bit of sinking action on that fastball.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
So they're finally able to get another base runner here, as with one out, that breaks a string of 6 straight he'd retired.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and the team's catalyst Juan Pierre's coming up. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
And remember, this is a very tough guy to double up, so even on a ground ball, they might not get out of the inning.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And there he goes towards second. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Throw back to first. Doubles him up, and the inning is over. Good guys held in check here, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Brandon Phillips will be the batter. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Two and one. And the fastball here is hit on the ground, but foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Now, you got the big thunder coming next, so you do not want to lose this guy.
This is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Joey Votto will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch coming. And this one runs up high, ball one.
And now at the plate, you got to do something to get this guy out of the role he's been on.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Oof. You don't see him take that pitch too often.
Taken, called strike two on the inside part of the plate, 1-2 now. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering to the right side, but foul, and they'll try it again. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Here's one hit towards the hole. There to get it is Tien on to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
So the first 2 men are set down now for Scott Rowland. Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is going to be a base hit for Rowland. Digging for 2 is Rowland. The throw into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Second time through the lineup, and you can tell that these guys are starting to get some better swings now. Sometimes it takes an at-bat or 2 before you can really settle in.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the powerful Johnny Gomes. A look from Peavy, and now the pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Another really close pitch there. He's been around the strike zone quite a bit. You know, sometimes that can be good. Other times, though, it can make you a little too predictable out there.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
And you can tell they're thinking, do not let him extend his arms. Keep pitching him tight.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The White Sox lead this one 1-0. Gordon Beckham will lead things off for the Sox, to be followed by Alex Rios, who's waiting on deck. Ball 1. Ball 2 now. Now the 2-0. And that misses as well, 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Boy, almost an identical pitch as the last one, but this time he gets the call.
Swing and a ball hit foul, as this will find the seats in right. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Alex Rios would dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
And one thing you can say about him on the mound, he certainly has been the aggressor in this at-bat, coming right after him.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Boy, and nothing will back you off the plate quicker than a 95-mile-an-hour fastball bearing in on you.
One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now. just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Ready with another 2-2. And a swing and a miss as Rios is down on strikes for the first out.
Second time already here today he's been set down in strikes. He does not look like he's seeing the ball particularly well this afternoon.
Paul Konerko will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Got to credit their patience here in this inning. They're just letting him work himself into trouble.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
And you can't afford to walk him here, so we'll see if they stay with the hard stuff on 3-2.
He's ready now. The pitch. On a good pitch there. Gets Konerko swinging for out number 2.
And he finally wins the battle here by just saying, here's my fastball, and you can have at it. I think he finally just wore him down there.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and in steps Adam Dunn. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Grounded foul. He waits. Now the pitch. In the dirt, but Ramon will quickly get on this one. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And now an important pitch here, because if you go 3-2, that's going to activate the runner.
This is on the ground now for Giannis at short. Toss to Phillips for the force out, and that'll end the inning. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. White Sox on top, 1-0. And there is Jay Bruce. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. And he gets ahead of the leadoff man here, 0-1, and that's really been the order of the afternoon.
Well, it absolutely has. Working ahead in the count, so important in regards to dictating how you want to pitch a ball game.
Now the pitch. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
And as we take a look at his pitch count here, you can see he's exactly double the number of strikes versus balls. That's just about where you want to be.
Fred Lewis will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now here's a fastball at the knees, and that location has paid off for him so far. It's 0-1.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, in general, the more you can work in that lower half of the zone, the more success you're going to have.
Pitch on the way. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. And this will land foul. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, he set down the first 2 guys to face him here in the inning, but they haven't made it easy. It's taken 11 pitches here, but he'll probably take it.
So the first 2 are set down now for Ramon Hernandez. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And he misses there, 1-2. One-two offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. And this is taken in out there by Pierre, and that ends the inning. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 1 and the Reds nothing. Carlos Quentin will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Low for ball 1. And this is swung on and bounced to Phillips at second base. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Well, just one mistake against this guy to this point, that solo home run way back in the 1st inning. He's been exceptionally sharp since.
So 1 away in the inning now for Alexi Ramirez. And here's another first pitch strike, and he's just running roughshod right through this lineup.
Well, they just have not put up much of a fight. I totally agree. He's had his way out there from the word go.
Fly ball here and a routine chance for Stubbs out in center. And that's out number 2. A.J. Pierzynski will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
And now that strike zone is starting to dance around on him a bit.
Fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Gomes is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox, but they're up 1-0. Paul Janisch will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And even though you're not getting much run support to speak of, you really need to just focus on doing your job on the mound.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Not much you can do with a fastball there. Good eye.
On the way. And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning to this point. You can see the total is 82. He's been fairly consistent in his outing so far.
One gone now for the center fielder, Drew Stubbs. And they're playing Pepper with the left side of the infield as here's a ground ball to third now. Throws over to Konerko for out number 2.
Another good pitch right there for the out. You know his manager would appreciate a quick inning here, and he's been able to record the first 2 outs on just 4 pitches.
Brandon Phillips digs in at the plate. First pitch to him. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 0. Not holding back on the 2-0 cutter, but it's 2-1 now. Here he comes on 2-1. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2.
And if he can get through this guy, that would be back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings.
struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the White Sox 1 and the Reds nothing. Mark Teahan will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
And now as a pitcher, you just got to go out there and do what you can. Then wait for your ball club to get you some runs.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
Well, good numbers to this point. You see it right there. 5 1/3, just 2 hits and a run allowed. Most definitely a quality start by any calculation.
So 1 away now in the inning for Juan Pierre. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. There to take this one in is Stubbs, and that becomes out number 2.
And when your guys aren't generating any offense, you can sometimes feel it's up to you on the mound. And he definitely is keeping them in the ball game at this point.
Gordon Beckham will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1.
And this guy's home run earlier in the afternoon has been it offensively so far.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
Yeah, and after 2 quick outs, I don't think he wants to prolong the inning any. That one just got away from him.
2 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. Now a fastball, and it's hit on the ground to short. Therefore, it is Giannis. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Joey Votto will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. First offering on the way. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats foul. And he takes strike 2.
Boy, and I hope you didn't join us late at home for this one, because we haven't seen any action on the scoreboard since way back in the very first inning.
action now in the Chicago bullpen as the southpaw Chris Sale has started to heat it up out there. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
And this is everything you could ask for when you're leading off an inning down by 1. Now you've got all sorts of options here to try to get that tying run into scoring position.
Here comes Ozzie out of the White Sox dugout, and he's going to the bullpen here as that's going to end the afternoon for Jake Peavy. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Tony Pena will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Scott Rowland will dig in. He doubled his last time. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1.
Got to make sure you cut down the gaps here and avoid the extra base hit if at all possible.
Votto the runner at first, the pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Showing some patience off a new pitcher here in the 7th.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Well, this is a dangerous count here. You don't want to give in, but you sure don't want to walk him.
Oh, and he goes the other way with a fastball. He drives it out to deep right center field. Quinton is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Making a bid to finally put a tally in that run column, but he comes up just a little short as this ball dies out there on the warning track.
Johnny Gomes will dig in. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. One pitch now to Gomes, who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
And on the mound, he needs that put-away instinct right here.
Runners on first with 1 down. From the stretch. In the dirt, but this is pounced on quickly by A.J. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. And you still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Jay Bruce will dig in here. And that misses for ball 1. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
And this is a guy you'd probably rather pitch to the corners instead of up.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
And if he can get this guy, he'll qualify for a hold if this indeed winds up being his last batter.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Fastball in there, 3-2.
And with 2 outs here, the runner on first should be going with a pitch.
Full count pitch on its way. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Boy, he's really digging himself in a hole right here. The last thing you want to do is put the possible go-ahead run on base without even making him swing the bat.
Fred Lewis will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Hit hard towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. The dangerous Alex Rios will start things out when we come back. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. The White Sox lead it 1-0. And here indeed is Alex Rios. He'll start off the inning now against Edinson Volquez. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Here's the first offering. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And he misses 2-1.
And he's got a tough task here going through the 3, 4, and 5, so you hate to fall behind the first guy.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
And this late in the afternoon, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance he might make a mistake and leave one out over the heart of the plate.
And he looks at one that misses for ball 4, so the leadoff man is on here to get the inning underway.
He's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
Dusty Baker's up out of the Reds dugout now on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it here for Edinson Volquez. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. New pitcher set to go now as it's a former Rule 5 guy. Right-hander Jared Burton gets the call. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Paul Konerko. And he gets ahead 0-1.
And no stolen bases for these guys just yet. But you can credit that mostly to the fact they haven't had many guys on base.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. One and one home to Konerko, and he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Not quite a pitch out there, but a fastball up and away is the perfect pitch for a catcher to throw on if need be.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
And now this becomes a big pitch, especially when you're struggling with command.
Aboard at first is Rios with nobody out. Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
And that may be the pitch that he'll remember from this at-bat. When he's hot, he doesn't miss that.
Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Phillips for 1. On to Votto, and they get the double play.
Well, so much for the leadoff walk as he comes right back to get the ground ball he needed for the double play.
And so with 2 away now, they'll get to face Adam Dunn here with the bases empty. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And that's too high, ball 2.
Boy, and this is the wrong guy to keep missing with up in the zone. Those are two dangerous locations there.
That one's in there on the black, 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball back through the box. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and the White Sox are out in front 1-0. New pitcher coming on now as they'll hand it off to the right-hander Jesse Crain. Ramon Hernandez will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And this is low, ball 2-1.
And he's not going to swing at borderline pitches. He knows what his assignment is.
Ball 3.
Yeah, with a potential tying run at the plate, you can't give up a leadoff walk here.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Here's the full count offering. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Swinging a hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Paul Janisch will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. Now here's the first pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
And they won't be afraid to work up in the zone against a guy like this. They want him to hit it in the air.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. And Tien will throw over to first in time for the first out. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Runner at second, 1 away, and we'll go back to the top of the order now for Drew Stubbs. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
And this game would be tied with just a single, so that needs to be your focus at the plate.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Rios will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and stepping in the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
And this is the guy you got to get right here.
Now a ball hit hard towards center. And Rios will play this one on the hop. It's a base hit. Now the relay home. But not in time. And just like that, this ball game is tied.
Well, nothing will put a smile on your manager's face quite like a 2-out RBI. Well, things weren't looking good, and he looked like he was going to get stranded out there, but he comes through to drive him home.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Joey Votto will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Lays off 1-0.
And here's the man of the hour right here. This is definitely the guy you want up in this spot.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
And the folks here have been treated to quite a ball game so far.
Ball 3.
And boy, you sure don't want to extend this inning any further, so the next one really needs to be a strike.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Boy, I'll tell you what. If you want to see Ozzie Guillen lose his mind, keep an eye on him when a reliever comes in and starts walking guys.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring in the slugging third baseman, Scott Rowland. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In there, and it's 0-1.
And they're going to continue to stick with him. I don't know. I think that walk a second ago would have been enough for me.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And Quentin will make the catch, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Edgar Renteria will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. So a new pitcher is set to take over now as they call on a former #1 choice, the young hard-throwing lefty Bill Bray. Ryan Hennigan is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Carlos Quentin will stand in to get things going for the White Sox. He'll be followed by Alexi Ramirez on deck. And this is low, ball 1.
And he'll have two righties followed by a lefty here to greet him in this half inning.
And some movement in the Reds' pen now as Francisco Cordero starts to get loose out there. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, in a tie game, that leadoff hitter, he knows he has to get on. Probably didn't quite have this in mind, but I have a feeling he'll take it.
Alexi Ramirez will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
And sometimes when you haven't seen a guy, you might want to take a pitch to gauge him. But he let a pretty good one go by there.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled back. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out. So a runner at first now with one away, and in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Hit softly to the right side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Ball not hit all that well, so they get the sure out at first.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and stepping in is the third baseman, Mark Teahan. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, at least it gives them a few more options defensively, but you hate to do it at the expense of putting another runner on base.
Juan Pierre to try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And these guys better hope his location clears itself up pretty soon.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
And it's imperative that you get a good jump out there at second right now, and first for that matter.
Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We've played 8 full, all tied at 1-1. Chris Sale will enter now to start the 9th inning as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Johnny Gomes will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. 9th inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
And the adrenaline might be flowing a little too strongly right now.
Swung on, missed, 2-1.
And you can tell that the scouting report's been telling him to keep everything down here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a fastball for a strike, and from 2-0, it's back to 2-2. On the ground down the first base line. And Canerco takes it over to first himself for the out.
Just doesn't seem like anybody wants to take control of this game. I mean, this one's ripe for the taking, but neither side has been able to generate much offense to speak of.
Jay Bruce will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And this has been a well-played ball game. No errors on either side.
Curveball, and he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. And this is taken in by Ramirez for out number 2.
It probably goes without saying, but he'll be unhappy with that at-bat. I mean, this is a curveball, and Show Track shows you it's right in the strike zone, but all he can do is pop it straight up.
Fred Lewis will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Hit hard but foul. And now pitch on the way. And he misses with it, 1-1. Is able to lay off that one as he moves in front 2-1 now. And he hits the corner with that one, 2-2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Here's the 2-2 offering. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground. Throw on to Konerko will be in time, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. All tied at 1-1. Gordon Beckham will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far. And that's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Now a bullet toward third. But right there is Roland as he takes away a hit for sure. 1 away.
Well, that's why they call this place the hot corner. Quick reactions that time to take away extra bases.
Alex Rios will dig in. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts thus far. And he lays off there, 1-0. Goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. Ball game! So a solo shot off the bat of Alex Rios. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, no better feeling for a hitter than to hit one right here. He gets a pitch he can do something with, and he hits a walk-off job, and you can see his teammates are fired up about that one.
White Sox offense this afternoon was led by this man, Gordon Beckham. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Matty only had one hit in the game, but was it ever big? That home run really turned out to be the decisive blow in the game.
up. For Dave and Eric, I'm Matt. As always, this has been a presentation of MLB 11 The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 2-1. We'll leave you with some of the highlights from our ball game as we say so long, everybody.